What is up YouTube, it's the Hobbyist here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my budget deck profile for the Nordic Beast. Now this deck is made from the legendary hero decks that's currently going on clearance prices of about $20 for the set of three decks which feature the Destiny Hero, this Nordic Beast decks, as well as the Phantom Knights deck. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. We'll be starting off with our extra deck. We'll be playing the Link Monster Galvig of the Nordic Ascendants. 3 copies of these. I apologize if I pronounce any of these names wrongly, but like I'm not too good with these Nordic mythology names. Anyway, next up we'll be playing 2 Odin, Father of the Aesir. This is your boss monster with 4,000 attack points, and it's a good combination. 1 Thor, Lord of the Aesir, secondary boss monster which you possibly end with. 1 Loki, Lord of the Aesir. Now we have these synchro monsters, 2 copies of Bezel of the Diabolic Dragons. 2 copies of Beelzeus of the Diabolic Dragon. Great cards. Another boss monsters with 4,000 attack points. 3 copies of Coral Dragon. 1 copy of Scrap Dragon. And 1 Ascension Sky Dragon. Basically the equivalent of Slifer the Sky Dragon. Now let's move on to the main deck. I'm going really quickly for this structured deck profile. For your monsters, we'll be playing 3 copies of Tangrisnir of the Nordic Beast. Sorry, let me get that shifted to the center. 2 copies of Gulfax of the Nordic Beast. By no means I do not. This deck will probably be around tier 3. It won't. It's designed to be a little bit more competitive play than right out of the box, but yeah, it's by no means perfect. I'm sticking to only cards within the Nordic Beast decks itself, in case you want to buy 3 copies of this Nordic Beast deck with on eBay without buying the full legendary hero decks. Following up, we have 2 copies of the Verg of the Nordic Alpha. 2 copies of Joself of the Nordic Alpha. 3 copies of Mara of the Nordic Alpha. 2 copies of Vanadis of the Nordic Ascendant. 2 copies of Tangjosser of the Nordic Beast, the brother of Tangrisnir. 2 copies of Valkyrie of the Nordic Ascendants. 2 copies of Tyr, the Nordic Champion, your beat stick for this deck. 2 copies of Garmir of the Nordic Beast. And finally, 1 copy of Mimir of the Nordic Ascendants. So that's about it for your monsters. Let's get this deck. Oh. Now we'll be playing for your spell cards. Now we'll... let's get... So first off, we'll be playing 2 copies of the Nordic Relic Draupnir, yeah, or Draupnir. And then you have 1 copy of Dark Hole, you're only allowed 1 copy. 1 copy of Monster Reborn, again limited card. 1 copy of Hey True Nate, and 1 copy of Forbidden Chalice, 1 copy of Forbidden Lance, 1 copy of Forbidden Dress. Oops, apologies. We'll be actually playing 2 copies of Forbidden Lance. In the pre-2019 ban, we'll actually be playing 1 Soul Charge instead of the Forbidden Lance card. So now we'll be moving on to the traps. Not much actually Nordic support for the spells, but anyway, we'll be playing 3 copies of Glipnir, the Feathers of Fenrir. Simple Fodder Searcher card to get your Nordic monster from your deck to your hand. Now we'll be playing, then we'll have 3 copies of the Nordic relic Mekingyor Thor's Magic Belt, if you got that Marvel reference. No copyright intended. Next we'll have the Nordic relic Levatine, if I pronounced that wrong. Pronounce that right, sorry for butchering the name. 2 copies of this, and finally 1 copy of the Nordic relic Brissingman. So that's about it for this structure deck profile. Let me know what you think, how it's going for you, and what kind of improvements you'll be making. Like the video, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.